Stay with us to know all the assorted news. A shocking and bizarre claim has surfaced online which throws light on the secret lifestyle of North Korean elites. According to a report in the Mirror News, a bizarre tradition has been going on in North Korea since generations. The tradition is that the elites of the country form a group of young girls who serve them for years. These girls form a part of the group that is typically known as Gippeumjo, meaning pleasure squad. These girls are randomly chosen and picked up by soldiers, sometimes from their classrooms, and are then forced to serve the elite. North's Supremo Kim Jong-un's pleasure squad comprises of virgin schoolgirls as young as 13. These girls are randomly chosen and picked up by soldiers, sometimes from their classrooms, and are then forced to serve the elite. So let's know the selection process for the squad. The pleasure squad or Gippeumjo began during the reign of North Korea's founder, Kim Il-sung, who is still considered the country's eternal president, despite dying in 1994. In the late 1970s, at the height of his power, he sent out his officials to scour the nation for its most attractive young women and girls to act as singers and dancers. Some of them also began working as maids, but the most sexually attractive were ordered to become comfort women for powerful officials. Many were aged around 13 and 14, and were sometimes even recommended for the sick service by their schools. Kim Il-sung targeted virgins specifically because he believed having sex with them allowed him to absorb a girl's ki or life force. Authorities would tell the girls' parents their daughters were being taken on an important mission to serve Kim Il-sung, and they had no say in the matter. The girls would then be kept in party leaders' mansions and were expected to do whatever they were told. Officers in the North Korean military often took the women as wives after they were retired from their sexual duties in their 20s. When these girls are picked up, they are made to undergo strict virginity tests that are aimed at checking if their hymen is intact. Only the girls who pass virginity tests are selected for the pleasure squad. Even after having proved their virginity, the girls have to meet certain criteria to fit in the squad. The criteria included choosing girls those who are under 165 centimeters tall, free of blemishes, scars, pretty and the ones with a sweet and feminine voice. But, being a virgin is most important. Separation from families. After having met all the specifications, the families of the girls are told that they were being selected for important government projects. The girls in the squad are not permitted from seeing or talking to their families. The claims have been made by a number of defectors who managed to escape from the group.
What is inside the pleasure squad?
The squad consists of nearly 2,000 Korean virgin girls and is divided into 3 groups. The first group is for sexual services, while the second one is for giving massages to elite people and the third one is for live singing as well as dancing to entertain the elite. The live singing and the dancing group also consists of semi-nude women, depending on the preferences of the viewers. Some bizarre story or rules of pleasure squad. A former member of the squad who escaped and fled to South Korea in 2010 said that she was picked up from her classroom when she was 15 years old. She was then asked if she ever had sex with a boy. Although she was not forced into sex, she claimed that she had to spend most of her life servicing Kim Jong-il, former North Korean supremo. Another defector revealed a weird game that was played at sex parties of the elites in which the losers were asked to take off their clothes one by one, be it a woman or a man. In another game, if the men were losers, their heads were shaved as a punishment, and if the women turned out to be losers, their pubic hair would be shaved. For the women and girls of the pleasure squads, life is a very different kind of brutal to those who serve in the North Korean army. Once trained, the women live in the country's capital Pyongyang or are sent to summer villas. During their service, which according to one former member normally lasts around 10 years, they are not allowed to contact their family and are required to write a pledge of allegiance to their master. In a 2010 interview with Marie Claire magazine, Mi Hyung, who served as a pleasure girl under Kim Jong-il, detailed how they were wheeled out at alcohol-fueled parties which sometimes ended in the women's pubic hair being shaved as a result of men's drunken bets. By 25 years of age, at a time when most women around the world are just getting into their career, it is time for the pleasure girls to retire. Once their time is up, they are married off to members of the elite and the leader's inner circle including guards and military leaders. This close contact ensures that the secrets of the pleasure squad stay secret. It is believed that the previous pleasure squad were also given a financial reward of around $4,000 after Kim Il-sung died. While it is currently unclear what kind of master Kim Jong-un is to these women as they are still within their first term of service, his import records may provide hints as to where his interests lie. According to British newspaper The Sun, who quote figures from Trade Map, he spent over $3 million on importing lingerie, including corsets and suspenders, from China in 2016. Add this to his well-known penchant for expensive French wine and Russian vodka, and it seems unlikely the pleasure parties are a thing of the past. In the coming years, with the very real possibility of the end of North Korea as we know it, it is almost certain that the lid will be further lifted not only on what life in Kim Jong-un's pleasure squad really entails, but on many of the other dark secrets of this notoriously introverted regime. In the meantime, we can only wait, wonder, and hope for the best for the ladies involved. Hope you enjoyed the video. If any advice for us, please write in description box. We will follow your valuable feedback accordingly. Stay with us to know all the assorted news.